Mandela giving out bad news. Well, not terrible news, but hello and welcome to the first on fire day of the Vodafone division. As you may know, as most of you play League of Legends, EU West is on fire because apparently they enabled crash signups, and it's not going great. Nobody's able to log in, and because for the first time in forever, we have moved the tournament over to Europe West. All the other ones have been held on Nordic East so far. This one's going to be in West. People have moved their accounts over to West. You can maybe see where I'm going with this. I don't think FO has any accounts left on Nordic East, which means we would have to wait for them to... Well, we would have to wait for Euro West to come back up, and we have no idea how long it's going to take. We're going to give this a few more minutes to see what happens. We may instead jump over into Tindastóll versus Somnio Esports. I think we could be ready to go for that because that's going to be played on Nordic East. Unfortunate, but yeah, just wanted to give you a little update. We will be going into the game shortly, whichever game is going to be. So ask for your patience while we play the funky music.
Every star will make a wish. All my life I fought for this, a new beginning. Wishing that I could run away with you. Imprisoned by fear, just pull me away, pull me away. Secret fantasies of me. Will they ever see the light of day, light of day? I don't know where. I
Good evening yet again. Yay, here we go. Aha, things never quite go as planned, do they? Dread it, run from it, crash still arrives. So, here we are with week 1 of the Vodafone division. Welcome everybody. It's going to be a fun night, hopefully, if the servers survive. As you may have seen for a brief second before we jumped into the chatty thingy, we are instead going to be watching Tindastóll against Somnio esports because unfortunately Crash has completely blown up Euro West and the Vodafone division should be played on Euro West. It sadly cannot as the servers went goodbye. So FVK is going to have to wait for another day. We will be able to get the replay file and we will be playing it tomorrow night from the replays. But for tonight we're going to be watching Tindastóll again against Somnio. And we should be jumping into Champions Select in just a little bit. They're going to be doing Pro Draft in, it's Tindastóll now. Unfortunately, FV transferred all their accounts over to Nordic East. And, no, they transferred their accounts from Nordic East over to Euro West, which means no accounts to play on. That's just how it's going to have to be. We will be getting League unlocked hopefully soon. I'm going to use the opportunity before we get into the actual, I was gonna say a lot of things, but things keep blowing up. Okay, so, first things first, of course, we have the JoJo's. Slightly different name this time around, but you should be able to access them with points. And all of your points have, of course, been reset. We will be setting up bets every single time before the games. If I forget, just remind me, we'll get it going quickly. We're going to be getting one up real soon. Speaking of which, I need to update the bet because it's set for FVK. There we go. And for the lucky winner, the one who has the most points left in the final standings of the division, you will receive an X amount of RP at the end of these 7 weeks. Yeah. I will be gifting some lucky winner a lot of RP when the division is over if you are the highest one. So how do you get points? You get points by watching the channel, of course, and you can also get points by betting the points you have on the games as we play along. So you can bet on each individual game, and if you are pretty clever, you should be able to end up with a lot and lots of points. If you manage to figure out the theme of the points, you get 10 points, of course. So that's it. We will also be showing these games on Stöð 2 esports, I do believe. So in just a little bit, I will stop talking like an idiot and try to be a little bit more formal. So we'll cut to that part, and I'm gonna say hello again shortly before we jump into the actual pro draft. For now, I can talk like an idiot. Yeah, good stuff. Anything else to say? I think we're almost getting ready to go. I'll be opening up the bet momentarily. There we go. Boom. Bet is here. Unfortunately, I cannot grow a beard, sadly. And if I grew the Draven beard, which is just like the mustache down to here, like the biker stash, I'm pretty sure my wife would divorce me at that point. So, no, sadly, cannot do. But, maybe if things go great, I will actually do the Draven cosplay at one point, if this goes well. Anywho, that is not how you bet. You do exclamation mark bet, then either a 0 or 1. 0 for Tindastóll, 1 for Somnio, and then the points you want to bet. Sadly, almost none of you have points at this point. Haha. Look, I only have 7 points. Sad. So, first bet not going to be that impactful, but you'll see how it goes. Fladdy, how good are we?
Just a bit.
Okay, so kind of getting close to the point where I cut off for the Vodafone Stöð 2 thing. I hope you have fun tonight. I'm going to have a lot of fun. Here we go. Welcome everybody. We're going to be watching Tindastóll versus Somnio esports, and we will be jumping into Pro Draft in just a little bit. Let me turn on the funky music. That's the good stuff. I've been throwing the thumbs up button. I'm going to go and say hello and check it out. Oh, we're actually in. There we go. That's the good stuff. And we can see things heading in. Let's see. Beautiful new setup, works beautifully. So, Tindastóll on the blue side, Somnio on the red side. Somnio actually had the pick and decided to go for the red side this time around, with a lot of bans coming out. Pretty targeted. And unfortunately, since we're forced to play on Nordic East, we didn't have the time to actually research if players made any substitutes for this game, so hopefully my old notes are good enough. And for the record, there's no notification of bad success. Just do this, just like I did. We will see once we get into the championship like who is in which team, but in Tindastóll this should be the old crew: Eldur, Addi, Leikmaður, Colonel Sanders, Vilti Trilti, of course. But everything is down, your west is down, challenge mode is down, everything is burning. And this is too big. We will fix it in production. So, Silas insta-locked. It's probably gonna go over to Eldur in the jungle, I do believe. He's been playing a lot of Silas jungle. Doesn't let the nerfs stop him. And this also puts pressure on Somnio not to pick stuff that is too good. Well, something that Silas is happy to ultimate is indeed the Ornn Horn. But this is one of those Icelandic drafts where Ornn makes it all the way through and is picked up. Yeah, all the power picks go down to Somnio while Tindastóll picks up a favorite. Let me fix this up real quickly. Not perfect, but decent. Thankfully, you don't have that many points, so it's not going to be a random bat. You are going to be seeing a lot more points if you are recurring viewers. So, all the power packs coming in. The thing that kind of blocks Misfortune is the Braum, of course. We've seen this multiple times, and all the power picks have really made it through, as the bans didn't really target them at all. So, Braum kind of makes Misfortune feels bad. It's also like it's decent, it's good, but still, no Senna being banned. Senna and Braum is a decent combo. Could also go for the Varus, even into the Nautilus. But Syndra being locked in instead, probably for... Well, I think it's the Lucian Kid playing for Somnio in the mid lane. I think. We will see once we get into the game. Hopefully, if the names haven't changed too much. It's gonna be interesting. So second round of bans is gonna be coming in. We are only missing the support for Somnio along with the jungler, while Tindastóll still needs an ADC and a jungler for themselves. So Felix is gonna be taken away. Senna is still up for grabs. I think Tindastóll should go for it. The question is, does Sanders play it? He plays a lot of Saya, a lot of Kai'Sa, at least as so far as I've seen. Tindastóll taking away the Nautilus that Somnio did hover. Man, the question is Somnio just gonna take away another ADC from Tindastóll. Well cast, that can only mean one thing. Yes, it is Addi playing for Tindastóll in the mid lane. Yes, I thought it was, I wasn't sure. But, well, I can't be like 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Like, that should be it. We will get a slightly better picture of this once we get into the actual Champions League, but hopefully also we'll have Nordic League unlocked. So no more pro drafts in the future, hopefully. Exclaimer, hopefully. Now everything has been taken away. Somnio, what are you gonna play in the bottom lane? Leona still open. She's good. I mean, Leona Misfortune is a scary combo. And what is Tindastóll gonna be playing in the bottom lane against this? I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the Saya. I would prefer the Senna here, but Probably a Saya. And that's a lot of good ultimates for Sylas to pick up if he doesn't fall too far behind in the jungle. That kind of comes down on what Somnio is going to play in the jungle. Interesting to pick the jungler last. And Addi bringing out the tank. Diana on the mid lane. I like it. Kai'Sa hover so far. Okay, locked in. That's a lot of AP damage coming off for Tindastóll. Not gonna matter though. They have the set. Set is still strong. Oh. Okay. Kayn is maybe not the power pick I expected to see to try and shut down the Sylas, but sure, I can dig it. So that's gonna be that. We'll be jumping into the actual championship in just a little bit. Just waiting for the thumbs up from Vladi. Have I mentioned that Vladi is here? Vladi is expecting. He is doing so much work behind the scenes, off the camera, and I couldn't be happy to have him around. This is how it's gonna line up beautiful. There we go. That is looking a little bit better. Okay, so you cannot take. Yeah, so it's indeed Addi in the mid lane for Tindastóll and Eldur, and that's about it. The rest of the names are probably Leikmaður, Colonel Sanders, and Villi Trilti. I think it is. Probably is. Maybe one of them is in chat and can't confirm it. But on the end is Dr. Screamsley, Samir, Delusional Kid, Hrollur, and Smack56, familiar people. Dr. Screamsley plays a lot, and I mean a lot of Ornn, so kinda questioning why Ornn wasn't banned away if they were not gonna play Ornn themselves. Ornn is still a power pick, and but they're the man with the plans. I'm never a big fan of Kayn, but we have seen him before, I think actually played by Somnio, and in that game he did really good, so and I feel like Kayn and Syndra should be able to shut down the Sylas Diana. Diana after the mini rework is better. Pre-6. She kinda wasn't the champion up to that point. Especially when she's up against Syndra in the mid lane. Still though, I feel like if it's gonna be the tank Diana indeed, which we have seen from Addi in the past, I feel like Kayn and Syndra just take over the mid lane in the early stages of the game. Ornn should be happy against Zed in the top lane, like Zed is gonna try to smash his face in, Ornn is just happily gonna go for the Sunfire Cape and probably adapt after that. Very probably, because this is a lot of AP coming up from Tindastóll. Because Kai'Sa, of course, does a lot of AP with her passive. And her W, which has gotten buffed in recent patches. While on the other hand, kind of more split, kind of more wombo combo, and a lot of teamfight potential coming up from Somnio. And I kind of feel like Tindastóll's composition is hindered by the fact that they need to get into the range. They have 3 melee players on their team, while all of them almost have dashes, except for Zed, but he can run. He can be a speedy boy. But still, though, all of them will have to try and run in. That's not going to be a lot of fun, and there's a lot of disengage potential coming up from Somnio. There's also a lot of engage potential coming up from Somnio. They have the lockdown completely if they need it. With Dr. Screamsley throwing out the Ornhorn. Offensively, defensively, Kayn can knock people up. Syndra, well, she can stun people, we should know about that. We do have an inkling. So it's gonna have to be Diana jumping in onto Misfortune, trying to blow her up. Kayn will be happily going into the backline to do some damage, going for Kai'Sa in there. And not a lot of disengage tool coming out from Tindastóll, sadly. For people asking about FH KR, Your West blew up, thank you Clash, thank you Crash. And FH had transferred all of their accounts over to Your West, so no accounts to play on Nordic East. This is actually being played on Nordic East, because that's why we have the names for Tindastóll. because they have moved their accounts, I do believe. So they're playing on others. That's why we're seeing some strange names in top lane and bottom lane. And we didn't want to risk having to wait forever for Eurowest to come back up. We didn't know how long it would take, so we made an executive decision to just take this one instead. We will be showing off a cover tomorrow though from the replay files. Or if they want to delay it to tomorrow night, that's fine by me. I will happily do it live. I feel it kind of comes down to Eldur and what he can be able to pick up, so there's a lot of good stuff coming his way. The Syndra ultimate is not going to be that useful unless when he's actually gotten in deep, so throwing out on the Misfortune and Syndra is of course going to be pretty good, but he's going to be needing the Orn Horn, he's going to be needing the Sound Flare from Leona to actually get in. That's kind of the main problem. Unless they manage to pull off a perfect flank, they are just going to be... Well, if Somnio plays it correctly, then Tindastóll is just going to get guided away. So maybe they're going to be looking for the split pushes instead, and Diana and Zed are going to be like looking pretty strong in the side lanes. So I feel like Somnio has an easier time this game. Tindastóll needs to get a lead. Tindastóll needs to get Kai'Sa big and strong. She needs to be the main damage dealer coming out. If it's indeed tanky Diana, that's another source of damage kind of gone. I mean, like she has the ultimate and all this stuff to do the AoE damage. Not sure it's going to be good enough, so hopefully for Tindastóll they manage to get an early goal lead and keep the goal rolling. Keep pressure in the side lanes, keep pressure on Somnio, and use that to break them open. Like force them into a really unfortunate fight. If Somnio gets a fair fight, I think their team comp just wins, honestly. But the 3-minute factor delay is almost over, and we will be getting into the game shortly. There we go, there's my pretty face. So, again, this is going to be a best of 3. All 8 teams are playing today, if the servers allow. Nope, I'm actually lying. All 6 teams are playing tonight. 2 of them are going to be playing on Friday, so we get another game live then. Let me just look if challenge mode is actually up and running. Yeah, XY Esport and Dusty Academy will be playing on Friday at 8. We'll be catching it live. As is, it looks like we'll be doing Fylkir Esports versus Turbo Apes and KR versus FV from the replay files tomorrow. It is how it is. It's unfortunate we cannot get all the games live unless the teams do something amazing. But as you may hear, we are loading in the game. I'm waiting for the thumbs up. The thumbs up is here. And let's jump into it. Oh, you guys want to have sound? Okay. Some people say that's a good thing. Here I was happily chatting to myself, but okay. It's not like I was saying anything important. What I was saying, though, that is important, that the bet will be closing down in just a minute, so get it while it's hot. And I was also complimenting both Eldur and Samheri on going for the early vision ward, then recalling going back to base to pick up the sweeper is what you should do. Because you can actually get back to base and get to the caps before the cooldown of the sweeper is up. There's a nice little vision in the early game to try and spot out where the junglers are going. It's a little bit weird to not see more wards though. For a lot of the teams to see them try and get like a better idea of where people are gonna go. I think they should know where Samheri is. And he is an AoE jungler, he's gonna be going for the 3 camps in the top side. The Rep of the Crux and the Razorbeaks. I'm gonna be getting level 3 from that. And this also applies to Eldur, who is not having as much of a fun time though as the Kayn. Speaking of not having fun, Dr. Screamsley in the top lane is falling behind a little bit. Zed has gotten nerfed in the past, but still so ridiculously strong. And he will be happily grabbing Dr. Screamsley and throwing him into the back line. So there's a little bit of pressure onto Dr. Screamsley to position himself carefully, unless they want to trap a fat goat in the face of Hrollur. Now Samheri has picked up most of his camps, now looking for the gank. They do have the single play from Smack 56 to get things rolling. And he will just have to land it, preferably onto Ayup. And not gonna be him, but still getting the stun now. Here comes Samheri into it, throwing out the axes to slow him down. The slow is there, he's gonna be flashing away, and now Trollale is in trouble. Who I think is Smack 56. No? Sorry, Vilti Trilli. Yeah, I got my notes mixed up. Oh, I get it. There he is. Sorry, Smack 56. It is Somnio with the correct play lanes and Tindastóll with slightly wrong ones. And I think this is Leikur in the top lane facing off against Dr. Screamsley. With Sanders and Vilti Trilli in the bottom lane. But Samheri is not quite willing to give it up. He's taking away the flashes from the bottom lane and wants to go in again. Keep ganking, get Hrollur rolling, get him into a nice, decent lead. And if he manages to get it, he should be able to bully Kai'Sa completely around. This also means that this is a lot of time spent waiting around. I think they're gonna try and go for the dragon as well, so at least 4 Sanders and Vilti Trilli back home, and then go for the dragon. Not gonna get it though, and I don't think they have the damage for the dive actually. A lot of CC coming up from Vilti Trilli on the Braum. A lot of time spent by somebody. Thankfully, Sylas seems to be in a worse position when it comes to jungling, so he is only almost 2 camps ahead at this point. It's gonna be sweet, sweet justice when Eldur comes in on the mid lane and throws balls at Delusional Kid. I speak this as an embittered ADC main who has suffered the balls from Syndra many, many times now. Speaking of balls, he's now level 6, gonna be throwing him out. Pew pew pew! Shield from Muddy barely keeping him alive. Delusional Kid wants to get more. Sylas is close by, but not gonna go for it though. Not much he can do, honestly, at level 5. Well, Dr. seems to teleports back to the lane in the top lane. Ooh, this could mean... Yeah, the wave is gonna be pushing now to I think, Leikur in the top lane. But a lot of collateral damage coming out in the minions, and we actually missed the first blood of the mid lane with Sylas coming in. He had plenty of damage. I had no idea what I was talking about. Now Samheri in the duel, 1v1. Diana's coming in though. Ati wants to get in on it. With Samheri having to flash away, but he's gonna go down though. Maybe not the fight he wanted to take. Suddenly it's 2-0 for Tindastóll. With Delusional Kid instantly teleporting back to the lane, but Ati sitting happy. He doesn't even have to teleport, he can just wait. I think this wave is gonna bounce back to him, so... Well, teleport comes in though. And indeed, the wave is going to be pushing towards Ati. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Never mind, never mind, but never mind. Never talking about wave manipulation ever again. So first dragon is still up for grabs. Gonna be looking better on Somnio's side, I do believe. As both Ornn and Leon are gonna be tanky boys when it comes to the late game. And if I remember correctly, I think the build for the tank Diana is Rod of Ages. I don't remember whether it goes for Lisbane or not. Could also be the Protobell though. We will see what we will see. Last time though he was tanky indeed. Now Torolele coming in trying to let the pass on to Hrodler. Hrodler having to flash away. Mac 56 should get stunned out. The Solar Flare went a little bit wide, trying to be predictive here. But still though, get the kill, get all the summons successful with the exhaust, pretty good. Now Samir is here, he wants to get something going, but what can he do honestly? No teleport to be had from the rest of his team. He is one against many. And this should be the dragon going over to Tindastóll. As Samir finding Eldur. Maybe not that felt unfair. The pass coming out from Torolele just barely landing on the Samiri, and that's gonna be him going down. Now Eldur on a kill spree on the Silence 3, and oh, not a bad start of the game. But do they go for the dragon though? There's a Syndra coming their way, who has the ultimate up. Still feel like this would be a free pickup. That feels so fair in the top lane. So fair. 20 CS behind on the Ornn. So Ornn still brings a lot of gold to the table thanks to his passive, but still though, there's a pretty massive lead to be behind, and could be an indicator of things going very poorly for Dr. Skinsley in the top lane. Getting close to the Sunfire Cape, but that's just a vamp sector. And no need. Landing the stun on the Dr. Skinsley, just barely off the minion, now throwing back almost into tower range, but not quite. Ornn comes out just to try and keep him alive, but the damage is massive. Unknown has flash if he wants to go for it, running quickly, jumping in and throwing the punches. 1-2 punch to bring down the monster. And 5-0 now for Tindastóll, winning in every single lane. A lot of it thanks to Eldur, but Eldur does not need to come top. This set is looking strong. Gold lead now 3k. I felt like Tindastóll needed an early lead to look good in the later stage of the game. This is precisely what I wanted to see from them. Let's go and grab some dragons as well, and I should be happy. 4 more minutes to get down a plate. No plate gone down so far though. So I do want to see the teams trying to go for Shelly to bring them the plates, get some gold rolling. Samir coming in the battle lane yet again, but that good ward by the blue buff spotting me out. They know about it, they instantly back away. And if they have someone like Kayn, you need to do wards like that. You cannot do the traditional wards into the brush, because by the point you spot him, it is probably going to be too late. And Eldur now starting work on Shelly. Slowly but surely bringing her down as Somnio are pushed away from the dragon. Slowly but surely, Dr. Skinsley coming in to say hello, but nope. Just put another wishing ward, and hopefully not caught out now. There could be an Ornn coming his way. Indeed, instantly popped. Gonna be knocking Dr. Skinsley up. No, he goes unstoppably nicely down, but he's still gonna be stunned. And I know he's running so slowly. But Eldur tank for a bit longer. Nope, shield should be good enough. Unknown just hanging in there, refusing to go down. Actually in the mid lane as Ati does follow. First kill going over to Somnio. But score still 6-1. And a resilient 3k gold lead. If they time things correctly, they should know that Dr. Skinsley doesn't have the teleport up. It's a little bit difficult to track it now because of the changes, so it scales with level now, the cooldown of it. but early teleport should mean that it is longer than the old one. So I feel like they should have been able to push in the wave and pop the Herald. Especially since they saw stuff going down in the mid lane, they knew the ultimates were down. That should have been an opportunity to go for stuff, I do believe. But save instead, it can be in the name of the game as well. I cannot let my aggressive standards influence me too much. But only 1.5 minutes left of the plate, so if you're gonna be going for them, go for them now. As Samir looks for something in the top lane, trying to get unknownly down. And Ornhorn coming out from Dr. Screamsly, knocking him out. He's gonna be landing the facebreaker though. Eventually, look at that damage, gonna be coming up, boom, onto Samir. Didn't quite get the true damage though, I think, so Samir stays alive. But, uh-oh. This is a Kayn falling so far behind. Look at the CS difference in the jungle. But the Illusion Kid now coming in, throwing the balls onto Ayop. With Torolele trying to flash away from the damage. But here comes Elder. He's in the rapids at the coming over the walls as well. Poor Hrodler gonna be falling them to death. This should be the dragon going over to Tindastóll. This should be a few plays going over to them as well. As Shelly is instantly popped. And they should be able to manage to grab even more gold for themselves in the battle lane. Go on, Shelly, do your thing. Boom! Comes in. We have talked many times on Shelly timings. I'm not going to talk about it yet again, but you can see that the turret has become so tanky. Thanks to a lot of people standing around this place fell. So, gonna take a long time. Should still be able to pick up the... Oh! Shelly! Still alive. Maybe she can get another charge going. And Shelly, we trust. Misfortune running in. Hrodler should be able to stop this, though. One shot to the eye. Oh! No! Did it? Oh! The eye closed at the final moment. So he didn't actually manage to pick it up. That's Shelly doing so much work. Thank you, Shelly. Nicely done. And Tindastóll managed to pick up a juicy amount of plates for themselves, so the gold difference is now up to 6k. That is pretty massive. They do need to sustain it though, I feel like, but I don't think Hrodler has had an opportunity to do a lot so far. He is still 20 years ahead, although IOUP is of course sitting on 2 kills, which is pretty good. Also the plates. Can we have a look at the gold real quick? So 5.5 against 4.7. Not the worst thing in the world, but still an omen of things to come, while the gold versus top lane is almost 1300. And the jungle difference is pretty massive, but now the Illusion Kid going so low, Ati still staying alive. As Fiona comes in, Ornn trying to do some damage. Ati barely just walking around. Samir finally picks him up though. Beautiful bullet time coming over the wall as Mac 56 is so low. And the Ornn coming out finally onto Torolele, who's gonna be going down. No, he goes golden to stay alive. There comes Eldred with the double kill! Whoa, okay! Tindastóll refusing to die. Wait a minute. Okay, well, they should have been dead. They refused to die. They refused to give the shutdown gold over, and that's gotta be demoralizing for Somnio. As they get obliterated. And I feel like the hearts of Tindastóll are pumping a little bit because I don't think they expected it to go that well. But this is at least a stopwatch gone from Torolele. I'm looking at the 10 seals of the darks, 10 stacks of the dark seal on Elder, thinking, is he gonna be going to the library soon? Oh yeah! Medja is coming in for Elder in the jungle. 10 stacks already. Oh dear. So we could be seeing the Illusion Kid throwing out the ultimate, and then Elder going, that's cute. Throwing out his ultimate is just gonna one-shot someone. We will see. I actually don't know the math of how. So Syndra can throw what, 7 balls total, I think. I'm not sure how the interaction is for Elder because he, of course, doesn't have the Syndra Q. He cannot drop balls of his own. That's gonna be an interesting one. They're looking for more onto Dr. Screamsly. Screamsly only has armor really at this point, a lot of health, but, well, the health is going away slowly but surely as Elder just completely blows him up. And 2 people going down on top lane. Let's have a look. That's not a healthy turret. There's a lot of people hanging around. Let's see what goes down. Hrollur is gonna get stunned. Eventually slammed, dunk onto the turret. Soul Flare comes out. It is just not quite good enough. Well, this game is over. And I think Samir and Delusional Kid try to go for Ati. You can look at the health bars to see what went down. Ati's the one to come out of the half. 5 stacks on the road of Aegis. He's gonna get tankier and tankier. Lele coming in. Unbreakable on cooldown though. Ati, you're a little bit too... I thought... Maybe he thought the Unbreakable would block the balls, but up. Oh no. Samiri, you have to get away. Nope. Well then, 22 stacks. That's pretty good. That's decent. I mean, if you manage to kill him, that's 10 stacks gone and 1,000 gold. Oh dear, he's not done, is he? Oh dear, is he Soul Flare? Can he land it though? Yeah, point blank, beautifully done. Double kill coming in, he cannot be stopped. I'm so sorry for adopting this house. Oh, I thought that maybe if Somnio picked a good early jungler, they would be able to shut down Elder. I think that's true though, I think they could have gone for it. Kayn spent a lot of time in the bot lane. He is not maybe the most aggressive level 3 jungler there is. He is not the power pick that could have been Rek'Sai or Olaf, Lee Sin, something like that. So Sylas had a bit of a rough start in the jungle. And I say rough because, I mean, he had a slower clear. He was falling behind in that aspect. But look at him now, 11 and 25 stacks on the Magi's. And Samir wants to get something going, but he is 3 levels behind. Elder has 3 levels on him. This is not going to be a smite fight. This is just going to be a smite crush. Oh, good attempt coming from Delusional Kid, but didn't manage to throw the balls out, and he is gonna be going down as I hope. Instantly dashing in, thanks to the plasma stacks. And bot lane, Ati doing Ati things, just pushing, taking up another turret. 5 turrets gone down so far for Tindastóll. Complete down is coming up for them. And we're reaching Mundo levels of I go where I please from Elder. He has the highest level in the game, tied with Unknown Need. He has 11 kills, and he's even going tanky, like Spirit Visage, Frozen Fist. Well, okay, Runic Echoes plus Magias does not maybe mean full tank, but still though, he's not gonna be... Okay, that answers that question, what happens when you steal the Sylas ultimate. I mean, Dr. Screamsly only has Merc threats, but there's no magic pen coming out from Elder, so... Yeah, that's not gonna be doing a lot, but the Orton Horn, the Bullet Time, even the Soul Flare are gonna be looking pretty strong. There's a lot of CC that his team kinda needs. Although they are, like, heavily invested in the CC called Death. Just blow people up, you don't need to CC them. And 20 minutes have passed so far. Let's have a look at the vision. Let's see what Somnio sees. They see nothing. They have been completely forced back. All the turrets have been taken away except for the second one in the mid lane. And that means the map is completely open. You can see the wards coming up from Tindastóll. They have put down control wards deep in the jungle of Somnio. Because they want to be the ones spotting them out, catching them out, because they have such explosive power coming out. Thanks to Elder, thanks to Unknown It. And like even the Kai'Sa. She only has 2 items in the Mana Immune and Rage Split, but that's pretty good. Look at the single Essence Reaver on Hrollur and Weep. Shelly now coming out in the mid lane with the split push ongoing. Ati, it's a little bit too far away though, but Shelly does what Shelly does. Will not be able to get a second charge, I do not believe, unless Tindastóll goes aggressive in defending her. Oh, Shelly! You beautiful beast! I do feel like Hrollur could have been able to just walk up and pew it with the Q, but, you know. Oh. Interesting. Opportunity. Big shutdown going on to Samhiri. Dr. Skrimsli low, has to go back. The beautiful solar flare. Hrollur having to flash away. It's nicely done. Glacier Fist does knock up Samhiri, but Hrollur gonna be able to get back into the base. There's still an inhibitor going down both the mid lane and the bottom lane as the inhibitors have been started up. I do feel like Tindastóll is gonna be taking... Yep. Eventually, one of them goes down, the other one will be following shortly. The base has been completely opened up. With only 2 dragons gone down so far. The next objective should probably be the Baron. Is gonna be pretty goddamn free if Tindastóll just waits a little bit, waits for the super minions to get into the base. They are playing splendidly. And I do not feel they will be matching this up. Somnio needs something like that. They need Tindastóll to do something stupidly stupid. They still haven't managed to get a complete 5v5 that they want to play. Like their team comp is centered around. They want to get the complete lockdown onto key people and just blow them up surely. They're just not at the point where they can blow stuff up. So still just a necessary Reaver and plus a BF on Hrollur. Deildin killed has the Ludens and not really anything else. Like the Oblivion Orb, yeah, okay. The items are finally coming in for Dr. Skrimsli, but that's an Ornn, level 13 Ornn, with a single upgrade. Only a single Sunfire upgraded. That's not where you wanna be. So the next few levels will be him giving the upgrades over to his team. I don't think he's gonna be getting any more levels. Tindastóll didn't actually wait for the minions, but they do have a decent frontline and nothing only keeping them away as the Baron's gonna be falling down, and this is gonna be the opportunity to go in, slam dunk with the damage coming out, Delusional Kid being blown up, and poor Hrollur falling into death. Smack 56 trying to run away, Dr. Skrimsli trying to do anything at all as Attic goes golden, and only Samhiri and Smack 56 now left alive. That's gonna be Smack 56 getting back to base. Samhiri buying a little bit of time, but look at the teleports. Instant teleport coming in the mid lane with Attic and no need coming in behind poor Smack 56. Samhiri gonna be falling him into death. That's gonna be Tindastóll obliterating the first game of this best of 3 and looking strong to take the next one as well. So that was a game. That was interesting to see. So well played by Tindastóll. I think we're gonna try and get a look at a replay before we go into the BRB screen. Okay, never mind. Flatter closed it. He's trolling. No replay to be had. We will be just jumping into the BRB screen. It shouldn't be just a few minutes until we get into the next one. Potentially the last one is Tindastóll is now 1 up. Let me fix the overlay real quick. That's gonna be it. We'll be seeing you shortly with the second game. Thank you so much for watching. It's gonna be another bet, so get your adoration stacks ready. And we'll be seeing you momentarily. Welcome back, everybody! Game 2 of tonight's best of 3. Tindastóll versus Somnio Esports so far. Tindastóll looking so good. And we are, as you can see, we have made it into the pro draft. The teams will be starting up momentarily. Tindastóll this time around opted to be blue side, so gonna be similar to what we saw before. So I'm not sure what to expect because last time Somnio got all the power picks, and I mean all of them, and I thought like, okay, well, this is looking pretty rough for Tindastóll, but didn't matter though, as Eldur completely dominated, along with a strong showing in the bottom lane. And Vladi, you can tell him we are ready to go. Let's get this rolling. Yeah, that's what I like to see. So, it also means that we should be playing the beautiful, beautiful Champions Select music, which will be coming up right now. Do we expect to see Silas banned away from Somnio? I think so. It looked so strong, and they need to go for set themselves, I think. The Ornn was looking a little bit rough, but so far so similar coming up from Tindastóll as they ban away the Yuumi again. What is Somnio gonna take away? What do they not want to see? Surprise, surprise! Goodbye, Silas. Thank you for playing. He's not gonna be able to join this time around. I'm not sure what Eldur plays besides that. I think he plays a lot of Karthus, Evelyn. He even plays Rengar. I don't expect to see Rengar, but he does play it though, so maybe that's something we will get to see. But other than that, looking kind of similar as both Gasset and Vladimir are taken away. Identical to the last one, I do believe. Mordekaiser again taken out by Tindastóll. Are we gonna be seeing the same thing again? No Silas first pick this time around, but is Somnio just gonna get Ornn and Misfortune all over again? Let's see what Tindastóll opts to go for. Oh, okay. 6 locked in for the mid lane, I think, for Addi. In my good old notes I had for the what do you call it? The Challenger tournament. I noticed Addi is playing a lot of 6. They could be flexing into the bottom lane. I don't think they actually are. I think it's just Addi playing it in the mid lane. And this means that Ornn, Misfortune, Senna, all still open. Varus Braum could be a thing they could be going for in the bottom lane, taking the Braum away from Tindastóll as well. Varus Braum is a really good combo. Varus is quite a lane bully, and the CC chain coming from both of them is no laughing matter. Nautilus is pretty good though, as well. Decent amount of CC from Nautilus. Only 3. 4 if you count it slow. What is Tindastóll gonna bring us next? Syndra is open and could be going for in the bot lane if they want to, but I think it's just gonna be, well, probably the jungler coming out. Saying that, it's probably not the jungle Morgana. I know that Flata has been playing jungle Morgana though, but she get the change at 10.6, I think. So she's actually a viable jungler this time around. But if Silas is a slow jungler, I think Morgana is like doubly so. So no, not gonna be the Morgana jungle. Gonna be Morgana Caitlyn bottom lane. That is locked down central. So if you get hit by Dark Binding, you are gonna be eating a trap to the face. You're gonna be eating the Peacemaker in the face. It's probably gonna be 2, well, at least 2, probably 3 headshots coming your way. So if an early binding does manage to land on the Varus, that's probably gonna be a dead Varus. Set this time going over to Somnio. So what's he gonna play in the top lane? I'm interested. He looked so strong on set last time around. What's he gonna bring to the table? Syndra now banned out. Maokai. I don't want to see Maokai in my games. I'm happy to see it banned away. Maokai top is something that's played a lot. Also Maokai jungle even. but Mago top just full on tank CC is a thing, and I'm a little bit biased. I hate seeing it. It's not fun. I don't like it. So yeah, thank you for banning that away from Somnio. These are some interesting bans coming out. Okay. So a lot of potential junglers taking out. What are you gonna pick, Somnio? You're still missing a mid laner, you're still missing a jungler. Probably. We do assume the set is going top. Could be flexed, but I think it's top. Okay. Potential flex though. Ryze could go either way, whichever lanes he prefers to go into. So jungler in top for Tindastóll as well. We could try and go for the counter pick, but I mean Somnio can just swap them. Yes! Okay, so for those of you not paying attention, Wukong got a buff. He got so strong in the change that he had to be hot fixed. He had to be hot nerfed. And I have been waiting to see him for weeks now since he got out. Finally he's here. This is an aggressive pick. This is not a Wukong looking to scale. This is a Wukong looking to dominate, to take over the lane. It's going to be the Wukong in the top lane. With indeed Evelyn coming out for Eldur. He could have gone for Karthus, but Karthus is... He is still the best clearer in the jungle at this point. And he is strong, but Evelyn is probably something... They're looking to get the ball rolling in the lanes. Not looking for the late game, even though they have the 6. 6 is playing the late game enough. Nunu Howard in the jungle. So Samir plays a lot of Nunu. But last time I checked, he mostly plays support. So... Oh yeah, you have 1 more minute of bets before I close it. I should honestly close this before we get in the Champions Select, but you have 1 more minute of bets. We'll be getting into the actual Champions Select in just a bit. There we go. How do we feel about this? Evelyn against Nunu in the jungle. And we saw what Eldur did last time around. He looked so strong at the silence. Evelyn is difficult to ward against. She goes invisible. You know how it is. She's gonna be showing up to these lanes, trying to get them rolling. He showed up to top lane. He showed up to bottom lane. Samir couldn't quite get anything going really last time around. He spent such a long time in the bottom lane trying to do anything. Didn't work out. Fell behind, and then suddenly Silas was 3 lows ahead. And Nunu, if you want to get the ball rolling, he's your guy. Ha 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 ha, snowball. I so miss Arnar TV. Well, he's the funny one, I'm the pretty one. As they are finalizing the bans, we get a little bit more time to talk about the picks so far, and I will be closing the poll. Haven't seen the statistics for Wukong versus Zed in the top lane. I feel like Unknown should be doing pretty good. Wukong is still strong, and one of the things he has changed is that he can now ult twice. So he can reactivate it after a few seconds to spin to win again, knock people up again, to more damage. Bruce Wukong is happy and healthy. They did take away the magic resist on him. He had a passive of getting magic resist around people. He does get a ton of armor though, and he is facing off against Zed. Nunu does AP damage. Nunu is not going to be building AP, he's going to be building full tank. They're looking for the front line in Nunu and Nautilus. So relying on the damage from Ryze, Varus, Zed, not a bad plan, but does mean that Wukong just can, like, he's not going to be building armor, but he can rely on the passive to bring him up to speed, to keep him safe from Zed. Just he needs to avoid the true damage coming out from the grid though, but that should be easy enough. He has the dash if need be. Just a question of whether he should save the dash or whether he will need the damage output from the clone, but because I do think the clone does a lot of the damage required. In the mid lane, 2 scaling picks. 6 looks stronger early. I honestly like 6 a lot in the late game. He is a super hyper carry. Also, decent, not decent. Great wave clear coming out. There's hardly a better champion for wave clearing than 6. Just for the last game though, he's not going to be forced into a position of having to wave clear, but the night is young. Tindastóll just looked so dominant in the last one. So dominant. Everything worked out for them. They had one iffy fight where Eldur came in the last possible second to clean it up. That fight, if Eldur hadn't managed to get in, or if they had managed to keep him out, that fight probably would have gone the way of Somnio, and that would have been a lot of gold going over to them. Didn't happen though, so Tindastóll already had a massive lead. It completely just went off the rails at that point. Maybe if they get something going now, they are in a better position, but Varus in the bottom lane looks strong, but they're still facing a black shield. They need to bait out the black shield from Morgana before they can go in. Post level 6, they are looking so strong, so strong. Early levels, I think Caitlyn and Morgana should be able to bully them around. Morgana has the black shield, can throw it up instantly before the hook hits from Nautilus. That should be good enough. And then Caitlyn has all the damage he needs to put out. Level 6 and onwards, they have the ultimate from Varus, they have the ultimate from Nautilus, they have all the CC coming out. They even have Nunu coming in. Nunu's not going to be bringing a lot of damage to the table, but that's even more CC to lock them down. And Black Shield has a long cooldown, and I mean a long cooldown. So if you manage to bait it out, that's an opportunity in the next, like, it's something absurd, like 30, 40 seconds. He says with zero confidence, and as he Googles it. So 26 is what I said, 26 second cooldown. She's not gonna be maxing it. Probably not. So it's gonna be 26 for a long while. 26 seconds is a pretty decent amount of time. Nautilus hook will be up again by that point. That should be the lockdown. So they have so much CC that they should be able to just blow Caitlyn up before she can react. But didn't manage to get there in the last game. Hopefully it goes better for them this time around. Eldur, I feel like on the Evelynn is just gonna be clearing, ganking, then getting to low sacks and being a complete terror. There is an interesting fact about Wukong, and I feel unfortunate for Dr. Skimsley, as Unknown looked so strong at the last one. He completely bullied around the Ornn. And I think on this Wukong he's gonna be looking so strong. There's so much AoE damage coming up from Tindastóll. They have the Wukong spin to win, they have the Evelynn. Well, ultimate, technically. Not gonna be landing on a lot of people unless you get super lucky, but still. AoE damage, they have the 6 bombs. So a lot of damage coming from the back line, a lot of damage coming from front lines, a lot of pick potential. While Somnio has a really good full-on engage. Title is in bullinu. That is the one thing I forgot to update. Let me change it real quick. There we go, and thank you. We are loading into the game. We should be going in just a little bit. Potentially the final game of the evening. As Tindastóll look to secure the best of 3, only one game away. Somnio Esports need to win 2 in a row. I hope they show us a better performance than the last time. All eyes, honestly, on Eldur. What can he do? And as so many times before we wait for the thumbs up has to be given. Let's jump in!
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions.
This time around you have audio. This is looking mighty familiar to what we saw before, as the ward has been thrown down by Sam. Here he's looking to recall and pick up the sweeper. Elder not going for it though. That could be interesting. So he did it last time around. Maybe he's saving it for something. Somehow he should win out when it comes to the early... Well, not even early, like all contests. Attic going in deep, maybe a little bit deep, but the Lucian kid doesn't have the root though, so gonna be putting the ward down to try and spot out where Samir is gonna go, as he could be looking to invade, take some camps away from Elder without Elder even being able to do anything about it. That's probably what they're going for. Ooh, look at Elder. No, okay. I thought I was gonna do the interesting, like pull both of them and heal up from them. Maybe that's more of an Olaf thing, as the snowball is gonna be coming in on the top lane. Look at top. There comes Samhiri coming in top. Stun coming out. Knock up. So much damage coming out. That's gonna be the monkey going down. First blood going into Samhiri. I said I wanted to see something from him. Obviously, Unknown did not expect the level 2 gank. They only had vision of the Razor Bigs, so they thought Nuno had gone for the Crux instead. As he should have done, honestly. He should have been going for the red Crux Razor Bigs, but beautifully done by him. Beautiful first blood secure. That's gonna mean the monkey fall behind at the start of the game. Only sad thing is the kill didn't go over to Dr. Screamsley, because Nuno is just gonna be going full tank. This is gonna help him, of course, but they still want to get the gold onto the laners, onto the set. Because he's gonna be looking to fight. Still though, pretty good lead at the start of the game, but Unknown should be able to pick most of this up even before it heads into the turret. Oh, look at the damage onto Iop. And the thing about the Dark Binding traps is you need to be a little bit close to land them, unless you get like the perfect full range trap. Okay, and that's also a thing you don't really want to do. You don't want to use the net if you're Caitlyn, unless you're pretty sure it's gonna land, because it has a decent cooldown, and that could be an opportunity for Nodals to throw out another hook. Thankfully, Ayup and Torolele are on the turret, so this should be good. Shaman indeed coming in looking for some camps, but Elder has cleared all of them away. Are they gonna go for the dive in the bot lane though? Samhiri gonna be throwing the snowball into Torolele's face. Hello friend and welcome with the flash over for Smack 56. Black Shield is good enough to keep him out though. And the arrow from Protland not quite landing. Instant Black Shield. If he hadn't Black Shield, he would have been stone cold dead. Still though, that does mean the flash is down for Torolele, and that could be him going down instantly as Smack manages to left the trans line. But now Elder coming in the top lane. Wants to get the charm onto Dr. Screamsley. Dr. Screamsley has the flash. Forced to burn it away, but Elder comes in behind them. Shield thrown out. Is he gonna be good enough? Nope, this should be him going down with no need having to flash to secure it. But he will happily trade that though, I think. 2 flashes for 1, but hashtag worth got the kill. And also a little bit of time for Unknown to slowly catch up, but Dr. Screamsley should be teleporting back to the lane though. Because Unknown doesn't have the health ready to punish him for it. Because it, it's not a guaranteed thing. If you teleport back to the lane, you better be damn sure the jungler and top lane are not just waiting to kill you again. Didn't have the health for it though, and Dr. Screamsley is gonna be able to pick up most of this, and at least all of the experience. Well, Samhiri does Nuno things. He has the vision. He is alone in the world. He's gonna be able to pick this up. If he doesn't die, Consume will have to come in. There it is. Good enough to heal him back up. Ocean Dragon at 5.3 minutes. 5.3? 5.5 minutes is pretty good. That's gonna help them out a lot. Dr. Screamsley already has a lot of regeneration coming up thanks to his passive, Pit Grit. The Ocean Dragon is gonna help him even further, and that's gonna keep him in the fight against Unknown and potentially just bully Unknown out. Unknown is coming back to the lane with only a Vamp Scepter, no potions. So that could be a little bit rough. And oh, the CS difference is yeah, okay. So at least the same thing is happening in the jungle as last time, as Eldur is pulling ahead in farms. Interesting thing to do against the Nunu, but I mean, Nunu did go for the dragon, did get the early one. He's gonna be able to pick most of his stuff up. Not having a lot of luck in stealing camps away though, which is kind of what he wants to do, and should honestly be going for the mid lane. I feel like Addi does have the such a charge to get away, but no rune prison to be had. Addi gonna go up though. But such is good enough, or is it Smack 56 coming in with the dress line delivery system coming up from Samurai the Delusional Kid. And Somnio this time around a kill ahead. Bot lane is looking fine, jungler is looking fine, top lane is looking great. This is Seth slowly getting so strong. I do still expect great things to come from Wukong. And I'm also eyeing the Dark Seal in Eldur's inventory like, I know what happened last time. Eldur level 6, spooky invisible lady coming in. But, oh, that last minute. Oh, no, Smack, you had to block that though, friend. The headshots are coming out, that's shortly going down. Snowball comes in though, knocking Eldur up. But Black Shield is good enough. The Mega Bob coming in to do the damage on the Samir. Samir having to flash away. Eldur doesn't quite manage to land the ultimate. Should not be the last caress of this fight. As the Delusional Kid has teleported in, but just has to instantly back out though. Oh, these bindings feel so fair. The net is not quite close enough though. But Betrayer! Like, Smack! Do the honest thing and take the death. I feel like Hrollur had some choice words to say. That was a rough position to be in. Eldur could have landed the charm, they needed to run away, but like Torolele had the perfect angle on them with the binding. They were boned, to put it mildly. I feel like Somnio has a lot of tools in these future team fights to get things rolling, to disengage, like great disengage actually coming out. They have the Absolute Zero coming up from Nunu, who's not going to be doing a lot of damage at later stages in the game because it's going to be the full tank Nunu, but still it's going to bring the slow, it's going to slow everything down. That's going to do a lot against the Monkey, the Evelyn. The only main thing is trying to get the lockdown going onto Addi, Iop, Torolele, these long-range champions you need to get a kill on, but I mean, they just need to land the Chain of Corruption or a Dredge line and they should be good. Now pings wrong Shelly. Tindastóll got both of them last time around. Samir in on a fight against Anonid. Hello, Smack 56. He is roaming around the map. As Anoni throws out the clone, and the damage is massive with the microphone coming in. Eldur now in a fight, blowing him up. And poor Hrollur taken out by the Sassy charge. Only sitting on a Warhammer, that's not quite good enough. So he's in a fun position along with Misfortune of a lot of his items are built from longswords. So yeah, we just saw him transfer it into the dagger. He can go back with a clunky amount of gold and just buy longswords and be happy. So we saw him sitting on Warhammer plus 2 longswords. Still does need items though in the end. Slowly but surely getting to the point. And I'm not sure about the lane swap with Hrollur going to the top lane. I feel like he should be going for the dragon. It is an infernal one. 4% 80 AP, pretty good. And Hrollur is not sitting on a teleport, so he's not going to be able to join the fight. But they could try and go for something, kill Unknowny, then go for the Shelly. But they're going to get spotted out by the ward in the river, though. So They know about Samiri, they know about Smack. Maybe this is an opportunity to go for the Infernal Dragon themselves, but they are missing Eldur. Eldur is far away, Eldur's in base along with Addi. So what could have been an opportunity is delayed. And Shelly going down, she's been poked in the eye, she's gonna get consumed to secure it. So Somnio need to rush to Dragon if they don't want to see it taken away, but Hrollur and Smack again going to the top lane. This is gonna be the jungle going over to Tindastóll. So 1-for-1 on Dragon so far, and which soul it's gonna be? It's gonna be the Cloud Dragon Soul. Speedy boys, a lot of cooldown reduction if they manage to get a few of these. That's gonna be a lot of fun trying to get away from the monkey once he starts to spin. Realm Warp coming out, trying to get him. Nope, CC comes out to stop the Realm Warp. And Addi picking up a second kill for himself. 6 stacks on the Dark Seal. I'm looking at you too, Addi. 6 and 3 in kills. 1.3k gold lead. Not quite the lead we saw last time around, but still. Tindastóll looking pretty. Two minutes left on the plates. 2 plates gone down so far for Tindastóll. 6 is pretty good at taking down turrets, thanks to the satchel charge executing them. So, unfortunately, Shelly on the side of Samherji. Feels like Tindastóll should still group up and just try to bully out the mid lane, as there is action around the mid lane, indeed. Eldur on the flank, trying to get something going on the Hrollur. Oh, the damage is completely unfair. Hrollur able to flash away beautifully fast. The Chains of Corruption landing onto Eldur. Eldur is gonna go down, or is he though? Last Embrace getting him away to safety. And ultimate, not gonna do a lot at this point in time. That's a lot of summoners blown though from Somnio's side. I count 2 flashes down and a heal and an exhaust. The next time Hrollur gets caught out, he's gonna go down. .30 CS difference in the top lane does a lot of things as... whoa, hello friend, Addi, did you overstay? Oh, he's even perfectly placed with the shutdown going over to Hrollur. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. They still have a bit of time to get the plates. Oh, nicely done by Nonit. Oh, he even baits out the ultimate! Oh, Screamsly, you have been baited, my friend. The clone took the brunt of it. Screamsly little flash away, but he's gonna go down though. But look at bot lane. A lot of plates going down over to Somnio. Not all of them though. That's gonna be anything more going over to them, but at least get some gold going for themselves. They will be able to pick up the first turret of the game as well. So we have more gold going over to them, bringing the gold lead to almost 1k. Pretty good. But unknowingly, that was so nice in top lane. God damn. Like, when Screamsly realized, uh-oh, I just ulted a clone. Uh-oh. Like the nightmare when you're facing off against the Wukong. And new Wukong is even better at tricking you. Screamsly goes past the lane, tries to pretend that anything happened. But hello, Evelyn coming in. The slow lands on the unknown, but Eldur is here. Throwing the charms. Dr. Screamsly throws out the shield. Oh, Eldur actually tanking the turret. Nope. Unknown it refuses to go down. 4 and 2 on the monkey, looking strong, catching up in CS. No teleport for Dr. Screamsly. I did mention before that you don't want to teleport back to the lane if you got killed by... well, he only got killed by Unknown, but he saw Eldur close by. Teleport back to the lane, both of them kill him. 10 seconds until he respawns. Has to walk all the way back. Sets the charge coming out to secure the first turret for Tindastóll. But maybe Somnio has good enough scaling to, like, is this a big enough lead for Tindastóll to win? Or do they need more? Second dragon will be coming up in 50 seconds, the Cloud Dragon. Yes. Owie! Spin to win. Goodbye, Samiri. Ultimate for Caitlyn coming in to secure it. That's a tanky Nuno getting absolutely blown up. Megan from coming directly onto Hrollur. And there's a lot of people taking out of the fight before the dragon spawns, but Simon should still be able to get back to it. He runs pretty quickly once he gets the snowball rolling. But no chain of corruption, no health really for Hrollur, and this binding has to be tanked by Smack 56, and woo! The Setsu charge, I thought for a second he would actually knock him back, but Dressline did connect though. And now Delusional Kid. In comes the death charge too. Oh, Elder gets rooted up, but there's an ultimate to get back out. So slippery. As Dr. Skeesley walks directly face first in the Dark Binding. Will be able to throw... Nope. Never mind. Tries to throw the face breaker. No opportunity for the Haymaker. 4th kill again in the top lane for Dr. Skeesley. Got an early lead, but Monkey has completely caught up at this point. And Samheri... Ow! That's supposed to be the tank! Like, that's a Cinderhulk Nunu getting obliterated. He even only has magic resistant health. Oh dear, oh dear. Megan for a bomb, at least is not quite good enough. Now Caitlyn being pinged, they want to go for it, they want to get something going. Dressline will not connect thanks to a beautiful flash coming up from Ayup. Not quite done though. Okay, that's what I want to see. Black Shield is good enough, but poor Torolele pays for it with his life. Shutdown going on to the Delusional Kid. They are getting the crucial kills they need and onto the correct people. Like Samir is only getting the 1 kill he got at the start of the game, not anything else. But don't overstay though. There's still a dragon up for grabs, and it looks like it could be going over to Tindastóll. Elder, what you doing? He wants to catch people out. Oh no. Here's the vision. He knows about this. Goodbye, friend. He's gonna go for both of them. But doesn't quite manage to get it though. Delusional Kid flashing away. Samheri should not go down. Setsu charger went the wrong way. Endless action around the mid lane. Still though, Dragon finally gonna be started up by Tindastóll. Should be going over to them. And only 2 dragons away from getting the soul though, as Somnio look to take the Herald instead. Fun fact, Cloud Dragon does the most single target DPS of all the dragons, so... Will not take down Elder though. Second Shelly picked up for Somnio. What can they do though? If they manage to take down the mid-turret, they will open up the map a lot. That's gonna help them out a little bit. They are forced on the defensive. And spotting out a fat Evelyn is not a fun thing to do. There are only 5 control wards you can have. Let's have a look at Monkey in the top lane. Going on to Screamster. Screamster just having to flash away. No Trinity Force for him. Not yet. Still missing the Phage. That is a pretty massive difference. The Monkey is fat. Hrollur is a little bit too aggressive for my taste, sitting on a ward. There is death lurking in the jungle. Somnio have shown though that they are sitting on a lot of gold themselves, but Samir are not trying to lock down the Monkey. Unknown it is slowed, but there comes the rest of the Goon squad coming in, turning it around. Samir is now running for his lives. Unknown need. Not gonna spin to win. Feels like they're just waiting for it though. They do have the flash dash ultimate combo coming up from Unknown need. Hrollur needs to be so scared of it. There's honestly so many things he needs to be scared of. There's a super fat Monkey looking to blow him up. There's a Dark Binding with his name on it. Atti is going to be throwing a bomb, so... He's playing some dance simulator, like... Do the safety dance. Oh, Torolele! Dressline coming out. but Ayub goes unstoppable. He should be going down though, but the damage onto Hrollur. Poor Hrollur trying to run away. He's gonna get blown up. Smack 56 will be falling him into death as Morgana is finally taken out. The bottom lane for Tindastóll now blown up. Monkey not willing to give up. Unknown it looking for more, but he's gonna get blown up by the right. That's actually a lot of gold going over to Somnio. That was a little bit too far away. Couldn't join the fight, but has to make an infernal bomb. Oh, the consume is good enough. Delusional Kid. Oh, maybe not the fight they wanted to take, but Eldur has to go down. Finally taken out. So much gold going over to Somnio. As Screamsley comes in with the teleport speed boost. Looking to get something going on that. Doesn't have the cooldowns required though. Excited. Dr. Screamsley wanted to get in on it. Now we get to see how good Six is clearing the wave. Shelly should not, I think, take the turret down. Gonna get booped in the eye. Well, never mind me. True damage is good enough. But Somnio did exactly what they needed to do. They got some wards down, they cleared away the vision that Tindastóll had, and they baited them into a fight they couldn't win. So Toralella went deep, they managed to get all the logs down onto Ayub, and took them out of the fight almost instantly. Unfortunately, Toralella got a lot of damage out himself, and Addi... sorry. Unknown Need was there to spin to win, and that's a lot of disruption, a lot of damage coming out. Hrollur was kind of in the middle of things and ate a lot of it. If he had managed to stay out further, do more ranged DPS, he would have done more for the fight. I feel like Somnio would have come out of the fight cleaner, but we may see another team we're bringing out in just a few seconds as the 4th dragon of this game, potentially the 3rd dragon for Tindastóll, will be coming up shortly. There's a lot of cooldown reduction up for grabs on the ultimates, and these ultimates are pretty good. That's a tanky no-no. Nicely done to stay alive, just barely. As Toralella goes golden with the roots, locking down Smack. Smack have to flash away. Ooh, well done to stay alive. And the piercing arrow is starting to hurt from Hrollur. But get some more gold on this Nunu, man. He is not tanky at all. He is 40 CS behind. There's a death cap on Eldur. And these are like 5 giant cannons walking around the Tindastóll. Tanks are overrated. I mean, Wukong has Merc Threats. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm tanky. Yeah. And we've seen Eldur melt. He's completely relying on the Lasker as his ultimate to get him out. Somnio just gonna the base. This is gonna be the dragon going to Tindastóll. Not gonna be a crucial one, as it is generally the soul that is most impactful, but still, though. Now Tindastóll are only one dragon away, and looking to lock them down, and only dashing in, booping up, sending them to their deaths as Addi picks up the kill, thanks to the Mega Inferno Bomb. Second ultimate coming up from Unknown It. Oh, Delusional Kid! That is the most unfortunate teleport I have seen in my career, as they are flashing in to get the lockdown onto Smack 56. How the hell did he redemption smite him? Wait a minute. How did Toralella get the kill onto the Delusional Kid? Was the ignite? Oh. What? Okay, well, that does mean that only Dr. Screamsley and Hrollur are left alive. What? Judge! Judge! Check out Toralella, he's breaking the rules. But that was an interesting one, as now the inhibitor turret has been started up, is gonna be taken down. Tindastóll backing away. I feel like they maybe could have got for it, but they're missing a lot of stuff though. But 2 Cloud Dragons means Addi is gonna be having his ultimate up again. And if they manage to get a 3rd one, they're gonna be running quickly. Imagine Wukong ultimating and then just running you down with the Cloud Dragon Soul. Same is honestly gonna go for a lot of them, but Addi is gonna be ultimating like a madman. win condition for Somnio is completely getting the next 3 dragons, somehow stalling the game out, getting the 3 dragons, getting the Cloud Soul, because honestly it looks stronger on their side. They have a lot of people looking to ultimate as the engaged tool. Chain of Corruption, both offensively and defensively, like ultimate and then just speed away. But Nautilus with the Wind Blow Soul is stupidly strong, and he even goes for a Realm Warp. Like Realm Warp behind him and just speed up behind him. Could work. Unfortunately, that plan requires Somnio to get 3 more dragons. Tindastóll only needs 1. Tindastóll is up 5 gold. 5k gold, even. There's an open hitter in the bottom lane. Unknown, it is pushing in. He has the teleport. He could be joining the fight if they want to get it rolling. And I think mid lane is gonna be explosive. So many tools on both ends to lock people down as Sam here is saying hello. Meet and greet in the jungle. Good old Baron dance as the teams fight over vision. Oh, spin to win yet again. This time around the ultimate does land on the correct monkey, but it is just not good enough. I mean, look at an Unknown Need. You couldn't actually tell that he was in a fierce one-on-one, but here's an AP user. Can he get it though? Delusional Kid. Oh, throws out the Q onto the clone, but it is good enough as Monkey was standing like... Thank you for playing Sam Harry. You are the weakest link. You have been taken out. Goodbye. That is such a tanky Nunu, and he is made out of paper. Tindastóll get the Baron. At least Somnio can say, okay, at least Wukong didn't get it, but that doesn't matter at this point. They can just go for bot lane, completely open up the inhibitor, and then go to any other lane they want to. Probably the final dragon will be coming up in a minute, so just go bot, take the inhibitor, go take the dragon, get the soul, go to any other lane, do the same thing again. Send Unknown top lane if they want to push it out. He has shown that Dr. Screamsley cannot stop him. No way, no how, and Delusional Kid cannot either. Delusional Kid at least has the bench as well, but that's gonna be popped by the abilities of Wukong pretty easily. Even just by the E, I think. So he's gonna be getting an ultimate to the face. Nothing he can do. Not unless he has the flash up and it still is a few seconds out. Be a little bit careful, Sam here. There's a lot of people standing around. Dredge line does connect though. Chaser Corruption coming out as well, but Black Shield doing a great job. Oh, Tororella, you have been thrown on the altar of sacrifice as you was going to be taken out. But there comes the monkey spinning to winning as the Delusional Kid is blown up. But Unknown Need flashing in to get the kill at least. Still, he's gonna go down. Eldur coming in. Goodbye, Hrollur. It is not a fun game or a fun time to be alive as an ADC. And Eldur's looking for more. Ooh! No secret OP, invisible caster auto to take you out, my friend. Eldur just barely surviving, and Hrollur is the only one left standing. Inhibitor number 1 has been taken out. Inhibitor 2 is sure to follow. As Somnio still has 2 minutes seconds left on the death timers. That's gonna be the soul as well, going to the Tindastóll. And we do need to keep an eye on what happens when Unknown Need on the Wukong presses R. How quick is he gonna go? It is not enough that he just knocks someone up and stands in him. Like, he needs to do a Tokyo Drift kind of thing. So he needs to pop ultimate and then knock someone up and then run in circles around him super quickly. This is what I expect to see. 7k gold lead, 4 dragons for Tindastóll. Baron buff still on some of them. Realm Warp coming up for Delusional Kid. He's gonna be able to warp away. Snowball coming in, trying to lock down Tororella. Even just Tororella to his friends. Smack! You are on the wrong side of the wall, my friend. Oh, the Mega Inferno Bomb has been thrown out, but no! Disaster striking. The Dark Binding is good enough. Smack 56 to the 1 to walk away yet again. No Delusional Kid being blown up by the headshots. They are aplenty as he has to flash away. And Somnio basically didn't get to play the game at that point. They walked into the jungle, they had to run out, and some of them didn't make it. As Total Skrimsley will be following them into death. Eltur, beautiful ultimate to keep himself alive. Skrimsley will be going on to Ayup. And that should be the game this series for Tindastóll. A strong showing in week 1 in the Vodafone division as they have taken down Nexus Turret. Now they're taking down Nexus Turret 1. They're spinning to winning. They are running in circles, trying to blow out Delusion Kid and smack it to 6. Throw out Torolele though. Yet another kill for him. And dead, sadly. But that's gonna be Tindastóll taking the game. Beautifully played. I like. Yup. Whoop. There we go. So I think we're gonna be looking into replay. Also, Tindastóll, if you're watching, we wanna see what you have to see. We contact Flati in game. He was the one spectating. Say hello. Get onto Discord. We want to take a slight interview with you after we get into replay. Just waiting for Flati to throw the thumbs up for us to see what we're gonna see. Let's jump into it. So this was a crucial fight for Somnio. They managed to get the lock up onto low up into all the damage, but Torolele goes golden, stays alive. All the damage comes off from Eltur. So, didn't quite go the way they wanted to do. They also lost their bottom lane, thanks to the Sonics of Torolele, but still came on ahead. This is the only fight Somnio actually won. A little bit unfortunate, and could have been executed a little bit better, but the damage from Tindastóll could not be underestimated. And poor Dr. Skrimsley coming in. Teleport, yeah, I wanna join, yeah! Slowed. Couldn't quite manage to get it, sadly. And I think that's the only thing we need to see as I'm gonna be jumping back to me. Or Floody, can we see the Rise thing? Real quick.
Yeah.
Cool. We're gonna look in the Rise thing again. Tindastóll, hello friends, I see you in chat. Come and say hello. We'll be talking to you á íslensku, meira að segja, in Discord in just a bit. Hopefully you have selected the victim to talk to us. Someone has nominated Þorri. But before we go into that, let's look at the Rise clip just to see. It's probably a caster minion. 10 points to Flati if he can pinpoint the caster minion. Thumbs up. Whoop. Sorry. Sleeping. Okay, so. Yet another unfortunate teleport for Somnio. Like, Rise comes in. Oh no. Monkey. Is that it? That is the most unfortunate auto attack in history. It goes invisible. Na, 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 na. I'm safe. I'm out. I'm out. Oh, that's not good. Okay. BRB screen while we find someone to chat with. We will be back shortly with an interview. Við erum bara að bíða eftir að fá einhver. Ég veit að Flati er búin að senda linkin út, ég veit ekki alveg hvern. Við erum að fara að tala við hann eftir smástund. Þorri vilti trillti! Það er engin annar. Við gerum ráð fyrir að hann að vera að spila hérna en klikkaða leik á morgunni. Hann er drengurinn sjálfur. Já, halló.
Blessa kall.
Jæja. Viltu nefna þig með nafni og hvað þú heitir í leiknum?
Ég heiti Þorri Hallgrímsson og in-game er það vilti trillti.
Þetta var svolítið trilltur leikur.
Já, ég myndi segja það sko.
Þessi Dark Bindings. Þau voru mjög sangjönd.
Já, ég var alveg hreinskilin sko. Það fannst mér ég ekki voru að hitta nú mikið af þeim, en jú.
Ok, þá voru við greinlega bara að horfa akkurat rétt við tímanum.
Já, ég held það. Eldur sko, hann var að fleima mig allan tíman sík.
Mjög viðandi þegar þú heitir Eldur, náttúrulega.
Já, nokkulega.
Hérna, fætin hjá Baron í seinaleiknum, þar sem hún lappar inn í hjá runnanum, allir henni kemur húki frá Nautilus út úr runnanum og beint í smettið á, hann vill ekki, hvað? Hann vill ekki kalla hann eitthvað annað.
Býtu, fór það í...
Ertu ekki búin að horfa á klippunar? Varstu ekki að horfa á strímið?
Gamli, ég var að klára að spila sko.
Þú eftir að munum það, þú varst í leiknum. Þú lappar hana inn í, þú lappar í að reppa fjá þeim og kemur allir húk, beint í smett á þeim og þeir ná einhverju geggjuðu play á okkur nema þið snúður svona sirka við.
Já, þetta var sem sagt toppurinn okkar, hann Gissur, Rexus, hann var að spila undir nafninu Unknown Needy í svona leik. Hann var eitthvað, gaur, ég er með flank, eitthvað, bla, sprala stratt hjá honum og við hlupum hann inn og ég held hann að við Nautilus hitti held ég húki á Kate og ég var svo seitt, ég tók eftir, ég náði ekki að e-hann og svo bara var ég pömmulaður og ég dó og svo fór þetta allt í klessu. Vatti var botlane, ekki með TP, þannig það var mjög...
Það var satt, þú veist, hann munaði ekki miklu og þú veist, þú náður últinu þínu, þú fórst í Sonjas og svo kom hérna Monkey og últaði alla og maður hugsaði, ok, þú veist, þið voru ekki matta og það var ekki nóg, en þetta var samt svona, þetta var þeirra besti sjens og það var samt ekki meira en það.
Svo við köttar aðeins út?
Það kemur ekkert orð. Nei, ég var bara að dása með ykkur. Þetta voru flottur leikir. Og...
Já, bara vil spila á þá líka. Þetta var æðislegt. Geggja gáðan að byrja áttir Deildinu og svona.
Já, þetta verður hressar næstu 6 vikur þá, þeir eru búin með þessa viku.
Já.
Og ég er náttúrulega hvet ykkur og ef þið er ekki í miðvikudags útsýndun að leiða okkur að taka ykkur bara live á 50 með fyrstu daginn í staðinn.
Ok.
Og dreifin bot, ég held ég verið að nefna það bara fyrir Krissa.
Herru, já, ég skal fá eitt síminn til að prakka það í sólokju.
Er það ekki? Yes, þetta líst mér vel á. Herru, ég þakka ykkur þetta voru frábær leiki hjá okkur, ógeðslega gaman að horfa okkur og ég get ekki beðið eftir að sjá okkur. Gangi ykkur vel.
Ok, takk, bye.
Þið eru það. Þetta verður nóg hjá okkur kvöld, við ætlum að kalla þetta gott og fara að gera eitthvað annað. Við verum aftur hérna með okkur annað kvöld. Örugglega 8:30 held ég. Fyrir eftir börnum. Það verða 2 leikir þá út frá replayinu, svo á föstudaginn tökum við XI eSports vs Thirsty Academy. Það verður rest, það verður sveitt. Þessi deild byrjar að krafti. En við flæta allavega að kalla þetta gott og koma okkur háttinn. Takk æðislega fyrir að horfa á þetta og við hlökkum til að sjá okkur á morgun.